Please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Dear PVMS families, I'd like you to welcome to our moving up ceremony for the Putnam Valley Middle School class of 2021. My name is Travis McCarty, and I have the privilege of being the principal of Putnam Valley Middle School. And what a welcoming ceremony to see everybody opening up and being outside on this beautiful morning here in June, a day in which we weren't sure we could have when we began this school year with a pandemic occurring throughout our world. But we'd like to thank our Board of Education members and all that they do for our district. Our Board of Education President, Mrs. Janine Rufo. Our Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Joseph Ferraro. Board of Education Trustee, Dr. Guy Cohen. And I'd like to thank Dr. Cohen for his many years of service to our district. As some of you might know, he is retiring from our Board of Education this year, and he's served many, many years throughout our district, and it's greatly appreciated. Board of Education Trustee, Mrs. Barbara Marmley. And Board of Education Trustee, Mrs. Jeanette Yetter. We also have our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeremy Luft. Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Natalie Doherty. Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Jeanette Mistretta. I'd also like to thank Ms. Mistretta for her many years of service to our district. I actually came into the district the same year, about 17 years ago. She started as a teacher in our elementary school, then our assistant principal of our elementary school, and most recently, Director of Curriculum and Instruction, and we will miss her greatly. Thank you, Jeanette. We have our high school principal, Dr. Sandra Seppi. And middle school assistant principal, Dr. Letitia Payne. A special thank you to all of our middle school teachers and staff members for playing key roles in our students' lives over the last 4 years at PVMS. It truly takes a village to raise a child, and we appreciate all families that have partnered to bring our children to this part of their educational journey. This is a special ceremony as it signifies the next step in an educational pathway that will continue throughout their lifetime. Never stop learning and never stop persevering and moving forward. We are very fortunate to have a leader who's so involved in all that we do. He can be seen throughout the district and our community on a daily basis. Oftentimes you might find him in a classroom, speaking with students and inquiring what they might be learning, or at an athletic venue, rooting on our Tigers. Please welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeremy Luft.
Good morning and welcome. Well, I admit it may have taken us a while to get here. After all the talk about car parades, virtual ceremonies, and any other brilliant ideas we had, who could have asked for anything better than today? As mentioned, my name is Jeremy Love, and I not only have the privilege of being the superintendent of schools here in Putnam Valley, but I also happen to be a client of the Putnam Valley schools. Many years ago, sitting here in 8th grade, a student in Putnam Valley Middle School. Today marks a very special occasion following a very challenging year. We've all spent the past year struggling through hybrid and remote learning, health screenings, masks that were sometimes covering your noses, hand and desk sanitizer, which I found out was the same thing, social distancing, which still sounds like an oxymoron to me, and everyone's favorite, contact tracing and quarantine orders. It is my hope that each of our 8th grade students moving up to the high school next year is proud of all you have accomplished. Despite all the obstacles you have faced, you were able to rise above and overcome all the challenges before you. Everyone in Putnam Valley School District is proud of each and every one of you. Always remember the good times you had at PVMS, the teachers who helped you along the way, the encouragement your parents provided, the countless hours you spent trying to teach your parents Common Core math. But most importantly, how you and your friends supported each other during these difficult times. Putnam Valley High School is ready to welcome you with open arms. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Loft. So experts will tell you that middle school is the second most changing time in a child's career, only second to birth through age 3. These students moving up came in as elementary 5th graders, running through our hallways and most concerned about friendships. Then they matured, becoming 6th graders who were sponges, believing everything that teachers told them and concerned most about friendships. As 7th graders, each and every single one of them was changing physically, emotionally, and mentally in a way that only one could describe as tennis balls bouncing through a room. Those 7th graders were most concerned about friendships. Finally, our 8th graders leave as teenagers, who will tell you everything that they know and still care most about friendships. So what do all middle school students have in common? They want to build relationships. They value friendships. And most of all, they want to be accepted for who they are. These students will be moving to a high school that has great expectations, an IB program, and proven student outcomes. Outcomes we're all so very proud of. This will be the next stage of their life. And as parents and guardians, you need to be more involved than ever. Temptations are loud and pronounced and ever evolving. Life is different. Temptations are different. Social media is different. You need to be available to help guide and advise them through what could be a very confusing time. The path that they choose now will forever define their course of life. Please build relationships with your children, and please often inquire what's going on in their lives and form those relationships that they can share feedback with you for a lifetime. We have a very special guest speaker representing our 8th grade class this morning. Please welcome our 8th grade class president, Ms. Kaylee Pratt.
Welcome our administration, Dr. Luck, Mr. McCarty, Dr. Payne, teachers, parents, and students. My name is Haley Khan, the 8th grade class president. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we are all glad this year is over. This year has changed our perspective of normal. Never did any of us think we would be living through a worldwide pandemic, but here we are, moving on to high school, with all of the teachers being able to identify us by our ceilings. I'd like to think that we aced our getting to know you factors, seeing as how we can all identify each other based on your foreheads and the color of your rope lights in a small box on a computer. But despite all of that, we still managed to accomplish everything we needed to get done this year. It's hard to remember 5th and 6th grade when we didn't have to wear masks. Our 5th grade year was primarily getting used to the middle school and its freedom compared to the elementary school. 6th grade was a pretty good year, aside from the tornadoes and storms and Mr. Carlin retiring. Then there was 7th grade. The first half of the year was alright, a little chaotic, as it was our first year without class, but we got used to it pretty quickly. Then 2020 happened. Quarantine happened. We were stuck at home trying to figure out remote learning, while also trying to make learning effective. And it wasn't very effective. But we made it work and finished the year. Then came 8th grade. We started off half in person, half at home, on a rotating basis. Thanksgiving was the big breakout, and we were all home through January. Then April rolled around and we all came back for every day of the week. It was really nice to be able to have that sense of normalcy within a school, even if you're wearing face shields and masks. Our 4 years in middle school have been anything but simple, but they shaped us out to be who we are today, and that's everything we could have hoped to accomplish as we move on to do great things next door. To my fellow classmates, have a great summer, and high school better watch out. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our assistant principal, Dr. Letitia Payne.
Good morning, Board of Education representatives, fellow administrators, PVMS faculty, staff, family, and most importantly, our rising freshmen. I'm Dr. Letitia Payne, your PVMS assistant principal. It's an honor to have the opportunity to say a few words here today. Masks, social distancing, quarantine, oh my, we had a roller coaster ride. And yet, we are here. You are here. You made it through middle school. As a former middle school teacher, I know getting to this moment has its twists and turns. But guess what? You're even stronger and better for having gone through a pandemic on top of it. This journey by far was not easy. We are amazed at your resilience, your tenacity, and your growth. To hear middle school students say it's so much better to go to school in person, my eyes were wide, because at the time, you couldn't see my jaw drop. The value of being in a school, in a classroom, in the lunchroom with faculty and staff was realized. How about the stronger bonds that were formed with family and friends, new projects, found talents, new awareness of self? Yes, I listened to you, I saw you, I read your reflective words. It's important to reflect the lessons learned. You've overcome, it's moving up time. You are ready to leave our middle school. You have become even more mature and independent through the middle years. As you enter Putnam Valley High School, you will embark on more independence, more choices, new opportunities for advancement and creativity. Please do not forget to reach back to the younger students who are still in the classroom right now, who will look for you to guide us. Have a fantastic summer and an awesome start to high school.
So at this time, we will recognize the PVMS 8th grade class by handing out their 2021 certificates. So parents, just to keep you informed, you will have an opportunity to take pictures as they get called alphabetically in front of our table. And we will conclude with some closing remarks. Ms. Beltran.
Belli. John Constantino. Brianne Rochelle. Ellie Tron. Alexa Christian Keller. Ian Cronin. Colin Kniff. Cameron Delamater. Linda Delgado. Jared Delvenbaugh. Rivers Marcos. Milo DePrimo. Sophia Garici. Alfredo Dobro. Mariana Moore. Teresa Polanski. Jonathan Reyes. Timothy Egan. Jeremiah Edwards. Jaden Juliana Ferrero. Elias Figueroa. Zachary Fitzmars. Lorenzo Fisto. Naomi DeBay. Victoria Palazzo. Sophia Garibaldi. Nathaniel Garofalo. Jack Gilhooly. Emily Duran. Hayden Glenn. Nielsen. Maria Nikolieva. Boris Nugeta. Eric Nutra. Miriam Cortez. Miriam Ortega Alvarez. Natalie Ortiz. Brianna Ortiz Reyes. Eliza Alvarez. Manuel Pagliacco. Emily Quinn. Eric Raymond. Christopher Raimondi. Isabella Gutierrez. Eduardo Cristina. Juliet Rega. Natalie Grace. Nicholas Rodriguez. Nick Rojas. Andrew Ridley. Dylan Reed. Dave Sanchez. Daniel Sanchez. James Sanchez.
I have one of my hands, so I'll give you a physical.
Sophia Soviola.
How about another nice round of applause for our So I do have a few final remarks on this beautiful morning. I did want to recognize our class, even through their last 4 years. Their last 2 years haven't been exactly what a typical year might be. So I did want to recognize a few of our athletes and students with regard to their accomplishments. I did want to say congratulations to Jay, Mateo, and Andrew. Playing for our undefeated junior varsity baseball team. To our entire cast of Mary Poppins Jr., who persevered to perform live with masks on to a small audience on 2 evenings during a time in which we weren't sure we could even open it up to anyone and we would just have to live stream it. Congratulations to that entire cast. To our band and chorus students who performed recordings of concerts in a fashion never before asked of them. And by the way, we were able to persevere and have a talent show this year and record performances and share them with the public in a time where we typically would have those students up on stage with a live audience. And most importantly, to all of our students who stayed remote at some point over these last 2 years. We have some students who are continuing to stay remote throughout this entire school year due to the fact that this pandemic has impacted them, or someone at home is susceptible and they want to play it safe to stay at home and learn remotely. This was not an easy task and a social and academic challenge. We all persevered. So 8th grade, the world in which we live can be a very confusing place at times. I want you to do your best to get informed, to be calm, to always stay positive. You have endured a time in which no one could have ever imagined over the last 2 years in receiving this education through a pandemic. You've exceeded expectations. You have so much to be proud of in being asked to take control of your own education in ways that was never expected of the past. Moving forward, there will be times where you may fail at something, even when you tried your hardest to succeed. My childhood idol, Michael Jordan, once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." Go out on a limb, try new things, as the world has so much to offer. Take advantage of opportunities presented to you, and if you fail, rise up and learn from that experience. Never give up. You are our future. So to start off in your journey to the high school, I would like to note that your new PV high school principal will be Dr. Seppi. And my final thank you is to our custodial staff, especially Brian Mansfield. Please recognize our dedicated teachers and staff for all of their hard work in leading your children to this point of their educational journey. And of course, my two assistants this morning, Ms. Allen and Mrs. McCarney. At this point, this concludes your 8th grade